Hey, this is Cindy. Welcome back for another video on this channel. And today I want to answer 3 questions that I was asked frequently. The questions are: how long did it take for me to become profitable with trading? Why do I not increase my risk, my lot size, since I'm profitable with trading now? And also, how do I deal with drawdowns? And you will be surprised, but all of these questions are actually connected, and I can answer all of them if I explain a little bit like where I'm coming from, how my trading was going so far. But quickly about me, if you don't know me or if you're new on the channel, my name is René. I do automated trading, so I only use automated trading expert advisors at this point, which means that I'm not sitting in front of the PC putting the trades manually, but instead I use robots or Forex expert advisors for this. And this actually made me really profitable in the last few years. So now in about 1.5 years, I would say I made 60,000 euro of live trading profit. This is all verified. You can see it on my channel. So this is not just something I say, like every single trade, not every single trade, but most of the trades were 24/7 streamed on my YouTube channel. So how long did it take me to get to this level of profitability? And I want to go back in time a little bit, because I'm trading now for, I was thinking about this before the video, I think it should be around 8 years. I don't know what is considered trading, because I had some experiments before, also with some manual trading accounts, etc. But in the beginning I was never really profitable, and then for around 8 years now, I would say I am trying this trading game a little bit more, or taking it a little bit more seriously. Still, in the first 2 years, I think I was trading manually, or tried to trade manually, and I had some success with it, but then also lost a lot. So in the end, I think my manual trading experience was really random. I had a good period. Actually, my very first trading account that I ever had was a 500 euro account, and I actually doubled it in a very short period of time, but then lost most of it, or I think almost all of it actually, in an even shorter period of time. And I'm pretty sure that this is something you might also experience before. I mean, it's like many people start when they just start trading. Like, we try different things, we get hyped about something if it works for a period of time, but then usually we also have losing periods, and they can be really bad if we do not have a consistent system. So for me, profitability really started when I had a look at automated trading. And it's kind of funny, because from this point on, whenever, or like since I ever started using automated trading programs, I was profitable from this moment on. There was no like learning phase whatsoever, like what many people tell you, like you need 2 or 3 years to learn. To be honest, from my experience, this does not apply to automated trading. You can be profitable right from the start. And here it's a little bit tricky what we mean if we speak about profitability. So if we go back, for example, to my very first live trading project that I had with automated trading programs, and that I monitored for a long period of time, this was actually done on my German-speaking YouTube channel, BM Trading. Some of the viewers might still know it. And I had a demonstration or show account back then, where I deposited 1,200 euro into this account and then traded it completely automatically for, I think, almost 4 years, or around 4 years. And it's really funny. I think we can show a screenshot somewhere here also. It's really funny, because the first year when I started trading this account, which was 2018, I think, I was negative. So you might be surprised now, because I just said 1 minute ago that whenever I started trading automated trading programs, I was profitable. And that's still what I believe, because in the next years that I traded the exact same account, and also with the exact same strategies, I was profitable. And this is what I meant when it's so hard, or when we have to define what profitability even means. Because as you can see here in this example, there was 1 year where I was not making profits with the exact same trading programs. So I hope I make this clear. And in the next 3 years, then it generated a profit of, I don't know, 50-60%, but it doesn't really matter. So it was extremely profitable after that, but in the first year it was not. So what does this mean? Does it mean that the strategies are profitable or not? Or how should we see this? Because in the first year they were not profitable, but in all of the following years they were profitable. They even made up for the losses of the first year. So I think that it's really a huge problem that we always, I don't know, like kind of use this word like being profitability so much, because without a definition it doesn't really mean a lot. Because if you just watch YouTube videos, you will often find some people talking on YouTube, they say they are profitable because they just made a 3 months of consistent profits. I mean, this example that I just gave you, I hope it shows that 3 months means nothing. I could have, like, if I would have started my very first trading account 1 year later, I would have never lost. I would have just made profits. So you can see, like, profitability should only be considered for a period of time where you have a proven track record. So when someone talks about profitability, he only talks about the past. And then you should also ask him, like, how long is this time period that you take into consideration for you to decide that you are profitable? And that for me is the really important question. So at this point, like, I still do not really like to say that I am profitable. I mean, you heard me say this a lot in the last few weeks, because I realized that people kind of expect you to say it if you have a few years of profitable track record. But this word in general for me is a little bit, or the understanding that people on YouTube have, in my opinion, is not really good, because people think that, or they start to think, if they hear about like someone being profitable, they start to believe that trading is a skill that you once learn, and once you learned it, you will just generate profits. And in my opinion, it's just not true. And again, my example was showing that one strategy or a bunch of strategies can be profitable in 1 year or in 3 years, and they cannot be profitable in another year. So this is why for me, trading is not about like learning one skill and then being profitable, but for me it's more about probability statistics. And this is where automated trading programs come in handy, because you have the long-term backtest. And this is also why I said that once I started using automated trading programs, I was profitable ever since, because I had the backtest. And luckily, this is what I learned throughout the years, my actual trading results in my live accounts, they're very spot on, like in comparison to the backtesting results. So the backtesting results can be kind of accurate, even though they of course cannot predict the future. But if you have a really good backtest in the MetaTrader 5, and if the testing environment is like reasonable and realistic, and you do not like try to cheat yourself, which is stupid by the way, but then the backtest can really be a great tool to give you some good statistics, some confidence to use a program, also in a live account. So with that said, like, it took me actually just learning how to code to become profitable. But also if I say I'm profitable, I only mean this for the past, and I can never predict anything for the future. Also, my strategies, they could start to enter another 1 year drawdown period, or even 2 years or 3 years. I'm not naive in this regard. I'm always trying to be realistic. And this is also why, even though you can use all of my strategies, all of my expert advisors for free at this moment, if you use my partner brokers, link in the description or below this video, by the way, if you haven't checked it out, you should do it. But yeah, even if I give it out for free, you will not really see me recommend any settings or inputs for the programs, because this is where I really just cannot say what is best for the future. And this is why for me, I decided to give out the programs for free, so you can use it. It's a win-win situation. You get the EAs, I get money from the broker gets money, everyone's happy. But if you ask me for settings, I just cannot say what will be good for the future. And I mean, I share my own personal settings. If you believe this would be good in the future, use it, feel free to use it. But please don't ask me for any advice, because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just working again with probabilities and statistics that I believe could be profitable in the future. So this will also bring me to the next question, like why I do not live off of trading, why I do not start to increase my lot size, my risk, since I'm trading profitably. Yeah, this is exactly what I explained before. Like, I am profitable at this point for the last years, but for the future, I just cannot tell. I'm not like stupid or blind. And I know that for the last 1.5 years, for example, where I generated 60K, it was just a good and favorable market period for the strategies and EAs that I used. But this will not trick me into believing that this will be every year now. And it's just, I'm still careful with this because I know the risk. And this is what many people do not want to see. But if you're trading leverage products, if you leverage your portfolio portfolio, there's a good chance that you might enter huge drawdowns or even lose all of your capital. And this is still a possibility for my account because, for example, if you follow my trading, you know I use the go long strategy in 3 different charts. In every chart, I risk 100% of my account, which means that here I'm already 3 times leveraged when it comes to my account. So if the indices drop 30% on one single day, I most likely blow my account. And everyone can decide for herself if this is realistic. For me, I decided this is a risk that I can take because it so far never happened that indices lose 30% on one day, and I assume it is. Chances are not zero, of course, but it is not super likely that it will happen in the future. But that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm sitting here in 1 year and I will say how stupid I was. So always use your own brain. That's what you have it for, and make your own like rational decision. And then the last question that I want to answer is an easy question at this point: how I deal with drawdowns. Since I know like all of my statistics from my strategy tests, etc., I do have a good feeling for my strategies. So I know that drawdown periods are normal. They can happen, they can be long, they can be 1 or 2 years long, so this is why I don't panic. I just know the statistics, and also I'm getting more and more confidence in automated trading because I'm doing this for many years now. I just told you I started with a very small account. This is also what I recommend to anyone, to just gain some trust. And I saw that even though you might lose, you will still win in other times, and also like the usual fluctuation in your account, if you use a portfolio of strategies, is not like super crazy. If you do not over leverage like crazy, then the fluctuation is like 0.5, 1%, maybe 5% on one day, but then on the next day it might also recover. So it's always like in some area that is kind of okay, and you will not blow your account if you just use some risk and money management. So that's basically how I deal with drawdowns. Drawdowns for me are also not cool. I don't like them, nobody does, but since I know the statistics, I can be a lot more relaxed. And also one really important point is, I told you I only use automated trading programs, so I'm not in the situation that I really have to decide what to do in a drawdown, because all I have to do is nothing and just wait. Like, I mean, at some point I might have to take action if, I don't know, like drawdowns are getting out of hand, or if like the backtesting results do not reflect the actual live trading results. This is where I would have to interfere with my setup maybe, but every other situation I can just lean back, let the expert advisors do their job, because that's what they are coded for, and they do it perfectly and a lot better than I could ever do it as a human trader. So these are my few words about like pretty much the trading game in general, like profitability, how I see it. I have a very rational view. That's also why you usually don't really see me hyped in my videos, because I'm just not. It's just not that interesting. It's really more of a boring game if you do it the right way, in my opinion. And all of the other stuff on YouTube that you see, like all of the hyped up trading gurus and the loud screaming, etc., this is in my opinion, yeah, it's of course more for marketing and for gambling, and it's not what actual trading looks like. So yeah, if you like this approach, like in general, as always, make sure to check out the other videos on this channel. If you think automated trading and automated or programming for the meter trader could also be for you, you'll find a bunch of free tutorials on this channel. And if you want to have a more like structured and fast learning process, then check out the links below this video. You will find a link to my website where you can purchase my course to learn how to code. And that's all I can offer. I can only offer coding advice, because here I can guarantee profits, or not profits, but success. But for trading, I will most likely never put out a trading course, because here I just cannot guarantee anything. So this is how I see it. And yeah, I hope you can share this view, and I hope it makes sense. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video, and watch some coding tutorials. It's really worth it. I can guarantee that. So see you next time. Bye.